G'day everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are back in our tavern room and we have just been preparing for what seems to be the endgame. So I was thinking about where we are currently and perhaps the fact that we may need a little bit more healing and whatnot, so maybe it's not a bad idea for us to sort of distribute some of these healing potions and also go out into the town to see if we can buy some more and just, you know, spend our money that way. I'm not entirely sure about, you know, buying any additional weapons or armor or anything like that from anywhere, but at the very least we can prepare a few more healing consumables. So that's the plan, at least at the beginning of this episode, and then I would say we want to do a few other bits and pieces. I'm not entirely sure if we are going to cross over into the end game immediately in this episode. Depends on what happens, because there's a few other bits and pieces that I'm thinking of trying to do as well. Let's just throw this to the people that are with us. Actually, I didn't really need to do that, did I? Maybe I do need to give more out. Okay, and obviously we can probably just like use stuff from my inventory anyway. Speaking of inventory, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have in here, which I probably should sell off, so I'm just looking at a lot of the comments in recent days, and a lot of people sort of saying that I should really get rid of stuff, and, you know, I agree. Let's go ahead and do it. I know we're sort of at the end of the game, but, you know, we may as well sell some stuff here, and that might fuel a few more, you know, healing potions and whatnot. So let's have a few people carry different things that we could hopefully sell. What are these? Yeah, I mean, we're not really going to use any of this stuff, so she can grab all of that. Oh, hang on. Not that. There we go. Bunch of armor. And sometimes it's actually difficult to like drag and drop a lot of these things.
Lovely day this.
Tempting to bring you know, someone like Will with us to get the best deal, but you know what, I'm not really gonna bother this time around because, well, we're kind of at the end of the game and I feel like maybe we can, you know, we can live with not making as much money. Yeah, I think that's the limit there. Lae'zel, you can carry some heavy armors. Cool. And yeah, maybe this is the last time I'm gonna sell stuff. It really depends on what opportunities we have moving forward to, you know, spend money and prepare.
No one stopped.
But let's go out. So I know currently we are set up right near the boat before moving into the next area, but I do want to just go back to Baldur's Gate, maybe Basilisk Gate initially, just to see if we can hit up most of the traders.
Wanted the easy path.
And we might actually run into more mind flayers, right? Which could be problematic. I mean, I say problematic meaning problematic for the people of Baldur's Gate, not problematic for us, per se. I can't remember if this guy in here has much cash, but we can probably try to speak to him and just see if we can make money from here.
Welcome back. What can I do you for? It's been slim picking since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy.
No.
I haven't
No
Fill
money
your
here.
boots, mate.
Actually, Volo should have some money, shouldn't he? I think he respawns after every long rest with a little bit of money on him. That's alright. We can maybe have a chat with Damon. Maybe I should have just portaled my way to the city center. We should be able to make some money here, right?
I have something to ask.
Have a chat with Roland.
Look, Mummy, look! It's so pretty!
No time to rest.
Welcome back, valued customer.
Okay. Yeah, he's got a bit of money. Let's give you all of our daggers. It's not exactly worth much. All of that. Yeah, responsiveness can be a little tricky sometimes, I feel. Which may cause you to sometimes misclick on stuff. We could probably get rid of that. We're not really going to use that anymore. Bit of heavy armor. Okay, that's almost everything, isn't it? That's okay. Right, happy to make a little less, that's fine. So, who would potentially have potions and stuff on them? I'm just trying to think of who I can speak to about that. Maybe Balin? I don't know if he restocks like healing potions and whatnot, but let's see.
Welcome back, mate.
Yes, he does. Okay, there we go. I'll take all of that. And I'll redistribute all of that a little bit later. But I also want to stock up on some arrows. I believe maybe these two guys might have some arrows on them.
Easier to don some armor than learn to swing a sword. If you can manage the extra
okay.
weight, that
No
is.
arrows here. Maybe just quickly sell off that. What about Fitz?
Something caught your eye then? Careful. Most of my wares can take an eye right out.
Okay, she only has a couple more. I'll take these smoke powder arrows though. And what's this? Humanoid slaying. Construct slaying, monstrosity slaying. I can't remember if Illithid are considered to be monstrosities or something else. Arrow of salving, arrow of transportation. I don't know if I should just maybe buy quite a few of these. We did use quite a few of the Ilmater arrows recently. Yeah, I'm just gonna stock up a little bit on various things. Undead slaying. I'll buy these as well. I've not really used arrow salving before, but if we're truly desperate, we might be able to use that. Okay, so that's our purchasing and whatnot done. Obviously, we still have plenty of money in the bank, the home bank, that is. But we might not get a chance to actually use it. So, yeah, there you go. My hoarding has gotten the better of me, that's for sure, because I feel like all of that money's just going to be sitting there now. I am going to move to the Temple of Baal, and the reason for this is because I've been reading a lot of the comments, and apparently I missed one thing in particular right here, where we had some difficulty with mines. So there were a group of bodies here, and for some reason I thought that we may actually still have some mines in this area, but maybe it's all clear. Maybe they all exploded already. We might take damage here, though, if we start looking around a little bit, but that's okay. We can always just do another long rest if we really need to, because I haven't exactly consumed any of my consumables.
Open up.
Ah. Now I see why some people were like really stressing out about me trying to find whatever was around here. The severed head. Okay, so that's updated the journal. Let's just take a look. We have all of Dribbles' body parts. We should bring them to Ringmaster Lucretius. Okay. I seriously thought that we still had a few to go. Oh no, in fact it does say here we just have one final piece to complete. Right. Apologies guys, I thought we were still like about 3/4 of the way and that we needed to find even more. Right, well, I mean, that's good. I was fully thinking that we would never complete this before the end of the playthrough, but I've just proven myself wrong. So, we should take this back, obviously. There is a letter. Amilisan the 6th. The effigy of Amilisan, who grasped divinity. What use her betrayal? She thought herself perfect, but forgot the one she served. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood, Orin the Red. Is there anything back here? Nothing interactable up there. Yeah, I completely missed the fact that perhaps maybe, you know, we should be looting all these corpses. Most of them didn't really have anything too interesting. That's why I sort of decided maybe it's more trouble than it's worth considering the mines. But, no. So thanks for leaving those comments, guys, to help me along with that. We need to get back to Rivington, don't we? So I think just the entrance to Rivington should get us closest to the circus, right? So let's go ahead and make our way out. Right, here we go. It feels like a very long time since we've been back here in Rivington. And I guess this is probably the last thing that we need to do here. It's a shame that we didn't actually have to, you know, come back to Rivington too often after reaching the lower city. Okay, so my initial guess is that Lucretius is just simply going to revive Gribbles somehow, or reanimate him and make him continually work for her, obviously.
It's up for
And
discussion.
we'll see what happens.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding Dribbles?
This is every part of Dribbles I could find.
Oh, perfection. This is just what I need. His flesh has a few rat bites and his teeth are missing, but these are minor issues. I shall remake Dribbles better than before, where once he was famous, he will now become legend. And you? Here, darling, a little something from your friend Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave.
You wouldn't happen to be hiring, would you? It's a big circus. How are you going to get out of the city?
It's called magic, darling. Do keep up.
You're leaving right now?
Not this instant. So should you wish for anything from my staff, be quick. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do try not to end up like poor Dribbles. You are so very pretty after all.
Okay, what do we have? Spellmite gloves. Spellmite. Casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to the roll to deal an additional 1d8 damage. When casting a spell that requires an attack roll, you can take a -5 penalty to the roll to deal an additional 1d8 damage. So are we saying this is more you would need to do a physical attack that is also a spell? Something like smiting, maybe? So would it be good for someone like Minsk? Possibly. As opposed to quick spell gloves. Wait a sec, hang on. Might be reading that wrong. No. I might be reading it right. I was sort of thinking if it requires an action, but I mean, all spells require an action and all attacks require an action anyway. An attack roll. Yeah, I'm not quite convinced that it would be good on Gale. So I'm going to send it to Minsk, not that we'll really get the chance to take a look at it in further detail, but still. Alright. Well, I'm glad that we cleared that off, and we literally only have a few companion quest lines to go through. Don't really know if we'll actually be able to complete these during the course of the, I guess, endgame storyline, but I assume perhaps maybe something will come up for both Gale and Lae'zel. And there's the matter of breaking Orpheus free as well. So, speaking of, let us get to it. I don't know if, this entire episode's going to be focused on, completing the entire playthrough. It really depends on how long some of the fights and all that sort of stuff drag through. But hopefully we'll get there. And I'm also thinking maybe the credits and the end storylines might actually take a while. There could be a lot of cutscenes. So I might need to think about where we end the episode. It could be that we'll see the ending in the next episode, depending on what happens, but
I've seen everything.
yeah, let's let things play out. So I did say I also wanted to experiment a little bit with using some of the elixirs, right? So the cloud hill giant strength is apparently something that can be thrown. And I'm curious to see if we can just throw it down, like, on the floor to get, like, a few of our companions in it. I don't know if that's possible, but...
Assume nothing.
Now, it might be a bit pointless for Lae'zel, but not so much for Shadowheart, because with Lae'zel, I do plan to have her using Elixir of Bloodlust. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to bunch all of our folks up a little bit, just to see if we can, you know, apply this to almost everyone.
Wish to live in more interesting times.
Ursa, stop moving around. Okay. I don't know if that's a decent spot. But anyway, let's see if we can
Let's get going.
do a quick save, because I do need to try this, and if it fails, then I'll obviously redo it. Right, it's... yeah, here. Cloud Giant Strength. Let's give this a go. It doesn't really seem to indicate that we would be applying it to anyone, but let's just give it a try and see what happens. You can always reload. Ooh, okay, all of them get the benefits. Oh, that's really awesome. Yeah, we should actually be doing stuff like that, although... hang on. Yeah, something's not right here. Why is it only giving us the benefits out of 10 turns, though? I thought it's supposed to last for the entire fight, or sorry, not the entire fight, the entire period before a long rest. I'm just gonna experiment with something else here, and we can reload after. Oh, what happens if I do that? Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. So, I guess to balance things out, the benefits of the elixir will last until long rest only if you consume it directly, rather than having it applied to, say, the ground. And that makes a lot of sense for, you know, balancing the game. So, with that in mind, I am actually going to just do a load here, because, I mean, there's no point. We've wasted a couple of bottles of the Cloud Giant Strength. I am going to just arrange everyone's elixirs before we go, and I think everyone's probably going to have something a little bit different. Like, Blue's going to do Heroism, and Cloud Giant Strength for Shadowheart, Bloodlust for Lae'zel,
Eager for battle.
and I think Peerless Focus for Gale.
Right
I think we do have a few. Yeah, so we do need to be a little bit careful here. If we do need to recover some elixirs of... sorry, if we need to recover some of our spell slots, might need to use this. Can he have Elixir of Heroism on top of that? Is that a thing? Or do all elixirs just pretty much replace the effects of other elixirs? Because if not, I always take that.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Okay, yeah, his Peerless Focus is gone. Damn. Yeah. I feel like I should have, like, learned about a lot of this stuff before this very moment, but here we are. One elixir at a time, I think, is the rule.
Seek and you shall find me.
Assume nothing. Let's get on with it.
What to do?
And heroism for blue. Okay, I think we're looking good. One other thing that I should prepare, and this is from the advice of people in the comments section, I completely forgot about Kreshka's favor, so I should actually use this. And we get to choose one damage type here. Considering we're fighting the Elder Brain, or I assume we are, I was hoping for psychic damage, but I don't see psychic damage anywhere. I might take this, poison resist. When you deal spell damage, inflict 1 turn of poison upon the target. While attuned to Kreska's poison, you can cast Cloud Kill and Ray of Sickness. Oh, okay. I didn't know that it gave you additional spell options. That's cool. I could do with some Cloud Kill, I reckon. I mean, the question is, do we have spell slots for it, though? Speaking of spell slots, maybe we should recover 1 spell slot. Or a few spell slots. Yeah, there we go. Are we ready? I think we are. So, let's board. And let's see where this all takes us. We are committed.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
What the hell? Maybe brought down by psychic magic, or... That's very questionable, considering the armor we're wearing. I would feel like we would have just sunk to the bottom of the water there. And that would have been the end of us.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Okay.
Another step forward.
Well, it definitely seems like we won't be able to go back to the camp anytime soon, so... Yeah, I'm glad that I did all that prepping.
Use.
Let's jump up, and let's see what we can find here. I'm hoping they might load us up on, like, even more healing supplies. If it's, like, a final boss. Will we ever get the chance to use that gold? Who knows? Inventory report. Goods delivered upstairs. Terrazul, 6 pouches. Dream Mist, 14 vials. Wyvern Toxin, 2 bottles. G-Cube Lube, 2 double bottles. Basilisk Oil, 3 bottles. Spectator Eye, 1. Negotiations. The talks with those 3 are going nowhere. I don't know what they want, but I'm close to just cutting contract. Or, sorry, contact. No good comes from negotiating with the deranged. L. Oh, okay, yep. There we go. Remedial potion. Sure. Take it. How much space do we have in the inventory? Oh, we've got a little bit of space to work with. Oh! Okay. I'm surprised we haven't already gone into combat.
Preparing. Calculating. Evolving.
What the hell? Mind broken? What does that mean? Affected entity...
Stronger than before. Much stronger.
Affected entity is slowed by the nether brain's psyche shattering might. Something over this way.
That might be worth a look.
Yeah, good. Bark skin. Haven't really used bark skin before, have we? Malice. I think this might be good for Lae'zel. Then we've got personal note. I don't know why I'm always the one being sent to smuggle goods into High Hall. I value my neck just as much as everyone else here, and those traps are just as dangerous as the day they were installed. It's only fair that I get a danger bonus for this work, so if you find this cash, it's because I'm keeping it here for my retirement. L. Again, who is this L? Oh, there's nothing here. There is no stash whatsoever. Well, except for whatever was in there. Old ledger. This is a ledger of contraband merchandise from a team of Knights of the Shield smugglers, with additional notes to the effect that, under pressure from the newcomer Gortash for smuggling into the upper city, they've been forced to fall back on using this long, unused route, a subterranean creek that connects with the Chionthar. More of these devourers. Yes, I'll take all of that. A few dead devourers here. Ooh, okay. And a few more down here as well. What is going on here? Listelia gracilis. Gralia's teddy bear. Not entirely sure if there's any significance with this Dragonborn. There seems to be a little platform down there. I'm not entirely sure what purpose that has. So we did see... yeah, okay, there's this pathway here as well. It looks like it just simply joins right here, so we could just go through this bridge here, and then maybe circle around.
Dominated. Controlled. Crowd.
There doesn't seem to be anything interesting here. Except for maybe that corpse, but nothing in it, unfortunately. Okay, some kind of Rhine, I suppose. Okay. I just got a perception check there. Does that mean... is there something buried here, maybe?
Nothing but dirt. No use digging here.
I mean, it's not like I can bring any other party members to try and redo this check, though, so... oh well. Oh! Okay, I see. I see what's happened. Yeah, we were basically walking into an ambush. These guys were scurrying about, I noticed, and they were scurrying away from us, but they were probably trying to lead us to these pools. Yeah, I was totally not ready for that. Okay, well, what do we have to deal with here? I mean, intellect devourers... I mean, we've seen plenty of these before. This one looks a little different, though. Intellect glutton. Fit to burst. When the intellect glutton dies, it bursts into a morphic brine explosion. Yikes, okay. Oh, piercing vulnerability, though. Yeah, that's a good pickup there. Which means maybe we can deal quite a lot of damage with blue.
No gloom, all doom. Let me recite their demise.
Okay. I think, yeah, well, the majority of us are surprised, so we won't be able to take a turn. That's unfortunate. I could have put, like, haste on blue.
Never a dull moment.
To try and maybe kill quite a few of these guys, but... should we be using any form of, like, AoE area negation type attack? I'm not sure. What is this? This is also piercing, right? Which means maybe there could be a benefit to using this, maybe placing it down here, for instance. Then as they walk through, they're all just going to die. I don't know, but I feel like if I can, like, kill these guys right off the bat, avoid them from getting close and exploding on our guys, that would be best. And if I place down spike growth here, that's the only move that I'm going to be able to make, I feel. So I might take some attacks, and I will use our arrow of many targets ammo. Yep. Ooh, yeah, okay, good. Good. And let's do another. I don't know if Gale is a little close to it though, but that might not be bad. I'll still use Arrow of Many Targets, I think. We might get the cull off here, right? Excuse me? What the hell just happened there?
I am fury. I am death.
I'm not entirely sure what happened just there. Can we frighten this thing? If we get it off, we would be able to prevent it from moving, right? Run from the source of its fear. Can't take any additional actions. I'm gonna try that. Okay, fearful, that's good. So it'll start moving back, and we should still have the ability to... yeah, maybe just do that. I could take action surge. Will we be doing a short rest after this? I mean, I might need to be very careful on when I do short rests, because... yeah, maybe I only have the 2 short rests remaining. In which case I should maybe save my action surge for a tougher fight. I'm sort of thinking maybe that wasn't the best move, because with Elixir of Bloodlust, I should be able to take more attacks, right? Maybe I should have just done normal attacks.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, maybe not the best opener. Trying to get to blue. Ooh, very nice counter. Okay, so now everyone should be going. I should try to attack this guy. I don't know why we didn't hit the last attack though. Are we being blocked by anything? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, good. And another arrow of multiple targets. Hopefully we can actually get this. Alright, not bad. Oh, what the? Did they just respawn? I feel like they just respawned. Well, that's problematic.
Victory awaits.
Alright, let's try to cull these guys as much as possible. I'm considering whether or not I want to use some dies here, but I think I used a superiority die on a reaction, didn't I? To counter. Riposte. I think I do need to make sure that we're asking for that, because otherwise, yeah, I won't really have control over whether or not I'm using a die. I'll try for this one. Oh, I can't reach the destination. It's rude. Big damage. Okay, and I think what I should be able to do is... So I'm sort of leaving the glutton alone because it might explode, right? Like, I'm just trying to get away from that. I don't know if that's the best move, but... would kill. I feel like maybe I could go move here, maybe draw the attention of these guys away, at least for the time being. Ursa. I think this is what we could do with Ursa. We could goad these guys. That might not be a bad move. A few of them are goaded, but this one isn't, unfortunately. I was lucky. Okay,
I will ascend.
Victory is assured.
Got to concentrate.
these guys susceptible to any type of damage aside from piercing? Does Caustic Brine ignite? I'm not sure if it does, but I might do this. A decent amount of damage. They're all goaded. Burning. Goaded. Let's do a spear. Just to get some opportunity attacks off with piercing damage. I think what we could do is have Shadowheart just park herself here. Try to engage this one.
I am fury. I am death.
Battle of wits. Indeed.
Yeah, we should be able to get these three. I don't know about the last one over there. I don't know which is better, Battle Mage's Power or, whatchamacallit, Peerless Focus. Probably Peerless Focus if we're focusing on, you know, maintaining spells, which will, you know, obviously not be handy in this particular fight, but maybe in upcoming ones. Oh, maybe I should have thrown a spell down that way. Alright. I'm fine with where we are currently. Shield blow. Are there enough targets here to warrant a arrow of many targets? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Ooh, nice. So this one's not goaded. I may as well go for this one. Whoops, no, 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 no. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Stay up there. On your high ground. Lae'zel.
This is your end.
Goods.
Ready.
Shadow Hearts. I'm keen to see what kind of damage output she can do with the elixir now, having been applied. Not a lot, but it's decent. So just the one more that we need to consider.
Victory awaits.
Maybe I could do a ranged attack. Oh, there's one more. I didn't even realize. Alright.
Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
What path lies before me?
I'm worried about all of the brine though. Yeah, it should disappear. Now, do we actually have anything that we can loot from these guys? Oh, okay, well. Brains. If we want to make these elixirs of psychic resistance, will we even have the option to do that right now? Psychic resistance. Cerebrospinal fluid. And some supplements. How do we get cerebrospinal fluids? would it be from brains? Yeah, 3 brains. So, is that going to be better than the elixirs that we currently have? I'm not entirely sure, to be fair. I'm just making an assumption that maybe at some point we'll be dealing with a lot more psychic damage, and therefore having some of these some of these elixirs might not be a bad idea. Like, if we're forced to pivot to using those elixirs, maybe, you know, it might be a good idea just to make them. So now we should be able to make more of these. We can make 4. Provided that we're comfortable using almost all of our sublimits here. Just in case. Just in case. What do we have going on here? Medium toughness.
Indolence breeds madness.
Maybe Lae'zel can do something about this? Not with that weapon, obviously.
To battle.
Immune to slashing. Oh man, okay.
My faith protects me.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Action, not reaction.
10 to 15 damage.
That helped.
Oh no. Sorry, guys. I used a short rest by mistake. God damn it. At least 22 damage. Oh my goodness. Alright. Man, I am kicking myself right now because I've accidentally taken a short rest. I don't really know if we really need it, but I'm thinking we might. So I'm gonna do what I can to try and come back here with the short rest. I realize I haven't exactly done too many too many quick saves here, so I might need to refight those brains. Look, all things considered, I might take a break here, guys, and when we continue, I'll continue again from here. I don't know about breaking through the stones. Had I known that these stones exist here, I would have prepared, you know, like hammers and stuff like that to try and break through. Yeah, and immune to slashing as well. Man. Was not expecting that. I don't think a celestial maul would really do us any favors here. Anyway, as I said, I'm taking that break. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop me a like if you did. Stay true. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.